behalf of your humble servant, we stand before you and offer our most sincere and humble prayer to you. You who are the Lord of all creation, and one and only God, and our Father in heaven. You who live and breathe at this very moment in heaven, that shines gloriously within the center of the consciousness of each one of us. O God, this December 23rd marks the 140th anniversary of the birth of Meishu-sama. How awe-inspiring and mysterious it is that this date is only 2 days away from the date that Jesus Christ was born, December 25th. Today, on this auspicious day, O God, we who are determined to inherit the divine will of Meishu-sama and to work in concert with Christians in order to save the whole of humanity, are gathered here to hold the service for the births of Meishu-sama and Jesus Christ. Through Meishu-sama and Jesus, O God, we came to know that heaven shines within us, heaven that is filled with your eternal life. O God, allow us to accept our calling to serve in your will of creation, your will of making us return to your heaven, receiving all creation, and thus making human beings be born anew as your children. O God, why did you construct the sacred grounds here on earth through Meishu-sama, and have him serve in that work with so much passion and effort, the sacred grounds that are the projection of your heaven? O God, we know that it was for us to recall that heaven exists within each one of us. Inheriting the work of Meishu-sama and your will, O God, we announced last month on November 1st that we are initiating the process of the construction of World Church of Messiah's sacred ground here on earth. O God, the time has come. With all our strength and as one, allow us to serve and dedicate ourselves in the construction of a true sacred ground that is holy and pure and that is governed by you. O God, we pledge to convey the joy of serving in the work of salvation that is filled with hope and glory to as many people as possible, so that we can praise you, O God, through the name of Messiah. Our God, may all glory, authority, and blessings be forever yours, for you and only you are the King forever and ever. Amen.
Greeting by God's beloved.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Everyone awake? Too cold? Really? Put the air condition down a little bit, please. If someone is cold, just put the air condition down a little bit. I'm so happy to see you here, and this is the first time that our church is celebrating on the same day as the birth of Meishu-sama, celebrating also the birth of Jesus Christ. Congratulations for all the members. And all the churches around the world are celebrating together, one-hearted with Meishu-sama. I'm sure that to celebrate Jesus' birthday together with Meishu-sama's birthday was Meishu-sama's wishes for a long time. And I believe it was the wish of God and Jesus as well. I believe that we need to understand the hearts of both Messiahs. They are doing the work of uniting the Oriental and the Occidental cultures. Both heartfelt desires of heartfelt prayer welling up from the depth of their souls are the same. Remember the email that I sent all of you about the service today? I sent also Meishu-sama heartfelt prayer. I don't know if you had the time to read, but was talking about Meishu-sama's wishes, Meishu-sama's heartfelt desire of working for the salvation of each person. This was Meishu-sama's soning. The soning is not just our thoughts, as we used to say. The soning, it's much more than our thoughts. It's our desire, our passion, everything that is inside of our heart, everything that is inside of our soul. And I believe Meishu-sama was practicing the soning since he started our church. Although Meishu-sama was channeling the light of God through the hand for a long time. But then, after Meishu-sama became a Messiah, what happened? Then Meishu-sama evolved to the level that he didn't need to use the hand anymore. And everything was depending just on his heartfelt desire of helping people, of saving people. That was Meishu-sama's wishes from the beginning. I don't believe that just came inside of Meishu-sama just after he became a Messiah. I believe the method of Jore has evolved to a different way of doing. Not just doing through the hands, but doing through our soul, our true heart of wanting to save someone, our true heart to want to help someone. I believe that is the true Jore that Meishu-sama really wanted to teach all of us. I believe our soning will play a crucial role for the unification of all people in the world. And we need to believe in Meishu-sama and what he said, that we need to work in concert with the Christians. So I believe God has chosen in that way. Even if inside of us we still don't understand these big changes. But this is what God chose and what Meishu-sama said. I believe the union of the Oriental and Occidental cultures are the true way for us to achieve peace on earth. This month, we were so lucky to receive these Kyoshu-sama's video. We just received a few days ago, probably 11 days ago, was published at the church website. And I wanted so much, I was waiting so much for this official translation to show Kyosho-sama's determination and to show his sincere heart through Meishu-sama. How much Kyosho-sama is sincere for Meishu-sama. And also, for him being sincere to Meishu-sama, he's sincere to God and Jesus as well. And on this translation, I believe you will understand better the decision of Kyosho-sama in guiding us in this new direction to understand Meishu-sama's wishes deeply. Could you read all the subtitles? Was not too quick? I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I just want to go through a few points of Kyosho-sama's words today on the video. Kyosho-sama said, on behalf of us and for us to follow in the footsteps, Meishu-sama responded to the divine will of making all humanity be born anew as God's children. I believe this phrase has a very deep meaning for all of us to really think about what Meishu-sama wanted on this, saying that all of us need to follow in the footsteps of him and become also a child of God. And Kyosho-sama said, today we are holding this service first to sincerely celebrate the birth of Meishu-sama, who has imparted to us this grace of being able to be born anew, and second, to express our gratitude to God for sending Jesus to us 2,000 years ago and for sending Meishu-sama to us now. I'm truly happy that I am holding this service together with all of you. And Kyosho-sama thanked all the members present. And also, some words that deeply touched my heart is when Kyosho-sama was talking about all the pioneer ministers of our church. Kyosho-sama said, from now on too, I am not going to minister Jore in the services or other gatherings, for I believe that is what Meishu-sama wants for me. He didn't say that I want to do that. He said, I believe Meishu-sama wants us to do that. And he said to the pioneers members, we and all the pioneer ministers have been ministering Jore by the raising of the hand. We were able to encounter Meishu-sama that exists today because of our pioneer ministers. They worked so hard in spreading the gospel through Jore with burning desire to save the world. When I think about their passionate faith and efforts they put in over the years, my heart is filled with gratitude. So how much Kyosho-sama had gratitude for all these years we have been practicing Jore. So he was expressing that as well and thanking for everyone. We awaken to the existence and the power of God through Jore, through witnessing changes in the condition of our illness or health. But in cases, here is very important what Kyosho-sama said, but in cases where the result of Jore was not something we expected, or where in the condition of our health, even after receiving joy, didn't we try to satisfy ourselves by saying things like, we need more joy, or his joy is not strong enough, and we judge people? And there's something wrong with the way I serve God, or I need to dedicate more. So we were always questioning ourselves if we didn't see something physically improving. Even though, Meishu-sama's words, even though we said that we wanted to be of use to God, didn't we use joy to fulfill our desires rather than those of God? Didn't we evaluate the power and light of God and their infinite workings in a way that suited our own desires and needs? And Meishu-sama said, how arrogant we have been. He included himself too. God has permitted us to raise the hand of joy until today, patiently, guiding and nurturing us. We will never be able to grasp even a fraction of how great and deep this love of God is. So there's so many points that Meishu-sama said today that are important. I want to ask a little bit more time from you today. Why did Meishu-sama allow us to raise the hand of joy, something himself performed, that was for us to be able to turn our hearts to God, even just a little, and admit that we exist only because God exists, and for us to realize that God's hand of salvation exists inside of us. And we now have come to know that the Lord God lives within us, and that He is welcoming everyone and everything into His hand as ones that are atoned for and forgiven, saved and purified through the name of Messiah. Meishu-sama's words, to accept and admit the salvation that exists in the name of Messiah, this, I say, is the true living work of joy. Just accepting the salvation of God. It is this work of joy that God is ministering to us, inside of us, without a moment of rest. And at the end of his words, Meishu-sama said, at the same time, let us believe that God's hand of joy exists in our soul and breath, so that we can respond to the will of Meishu-sama, who said, from now on, we enter the world of Sonnen. Joy is not so important anymore. Sonnen comes first, so pray in your hearts. Remember, these words was from Meishu-sama. Let us put an end to the joy by raising of the hand that we have been practicing until today, and serve in an entirely new work of salvation through our soul and breath. So I need to explain this a little bit deeper as well, because some people misunderstood this part. Even myself. Sometimes we said that we are not channeling joy anymore. Or sometimes we said there's no more joy in our church. But that's not the case. Joy evolved to a different level. Now we are receiving the light of God 24 hours a day. We are acknowledging that light 24 hours a day. And also we are surrendering the heart of ourselves and our friends and all humanity to God. We are surrendering. So actually, that hand of joy, that hand, God's hand and Meishu-sama's hand, are inside of us, are inside of our heart. And we are practicing returning the hearts of all humanity to God, and through our intercessory prayers, returning everything, all the wishes of people, we are actually working in the same way as Meishu-sama was working at the end of his life after he became a Messiah. So instead of us saying that we don't have any more joy, it's better we try to understand that joy evolved to this song, was an evolution in how we are praying. We are not just physically using the hand, but we are using the same heart. The same heart. Your heart didn't change. The heart that you have, that you want to bring salvation to people, that has changed inside of you. Anyone? Answer me. That heart of wanting to save people, I believe, didn't change. That is the beginning of wanting to channel light or wanting to practice the sawing. That's the beginning. And the most important. So we are now not depending on the hands anymore, but we are depending on the same heart inside of our soul. So what I believe that Meishu-sama is teaching to us is actually the base for us to be used as Meishu-sama and as God's instruments in the divine plan. Remember that Meishu-sama said that we would need the joy in the future. We would need to channel in 1 minute joy to 1,000 people. Remember that guidance? And remember that Meishu-sama calculated and showed how many centesimes of a second we would need to channel joy for 1,000 people. And we wouldn't have any time, even time to raise the hand. I believe that is what Meishu-sama wanted to really share with us. The meaning of our heartfelt prayer. And that's why I sent that Meishu-sama's desire, Meishu-sama's heart-self desire on your through the email. Have a look on the translation. It's a beautiful translation. And I believe that heartfelt desire of Meishu-sama is what we really need to cultivate in ourselves from now on. I want to start with all of you the dedication of meeting our members and our friends and listen to their hearts and surrender to God their feelings together. From this month on, let us take the hands of our friends around us and try to understand their hearts deeply to be able to help them. See, help your friends around you as well. Huh? I'm talking to my beautiful daughter. Let us restart the members gathering with permission of God. Let's receive this permission of God. And while I was writing these service words for you today, I was remembering as well when I was a kid, around the age of my daughter. My parents used to participate on the neighbor's novena. Like in Portuguese is novena de Natal, in English is Christmas novena. And this was a Christian gathering, but my parents used to participate, and always they used to bring people into their house as well. We were members of our church, we believed in Meishu-sama, but we used to choose also, my parents used to choose all the teachings that Meishu-sama was talking about Jesus Christ. My parents used to choose and bring to those gatherings. And I searched the beautiful meaning of the novena, and I want to share with you today. Novena is a typical celebration of the Christmas period. The Christmas novena symbolizes the 9 months Jesus spent in Mary's womb. So I didn't know that. And the Christmas novena reflects and prepares for the birth of Jesus Christ in the heart of each person. What does it mean, the birth of Jesus Christ in the heart of each person? It's not the same thing that Messiah is saying. The birth of Messiah inside of all of us, for me, is exactly the same. So now I can see so many, we used to think coincidences, but not coincidences, isn't it? There's so many things that Meishu-sama used to say that are in real concert with the Christians' words as well. And I want to ask all of us, if possible, I want to create a challenge for all of us. Let's try to have, at least during the year, meet together 9 times. But why these 9 times? To receive the Messiah inside of us. Try to make 9 meetings. Can be in a period of 9 days, or can be in a period of a year. Once a month. The way that you prefer. I will be always here to support and help you and work with you. But let's try to do these novena meetings. I don't know how I'm going to call these yet. Now I'm thinking novena meetings, but if you have a better name, please bring forward, and we can talk as well. But let's try to receive the Messiah inside of our heart together. What is most important is trying together. I believe I can learn something from you, and you can learn something from someone else, and that group will be able to support each other's faith. And when we are kind of leaders in trying to help people around us, we need to believe 100% in what we are doing. We need to believe 100% that meeting is actually bringing God's light and bringing the Messiah inside of each one of us. So I believe if each one of us believe and do with this song, we are going to achieve a big thing in the end of the year. And if we can, as a present to Meishu-sama, on the next Meishu-sama's birthday service next year, Let's try, each one of us, to really pass Meishu-sama's love and this way of thinking to someone else, to one more person in the whole year. You don't need to pass to 1,000 people, one person. But that really will understand Meishu-sama in the same way you can understand. That really want to serve God and understand that the Messiah lives inside of each one of us. Can you try that challenge together? Can we? Thank you. I will be very happy if all of us next year we can offer this big present for Meishu-sama. I believe this is probably the most valuable, most precious present that we can offer to Meishu-sama. I forgot to bring this announcement as well. Masaki-sama announced already in the name of Kyosho-sama in Japan. Masaki-sama announced that our church will from now on, they started the study to build a sacred ground, an actual physical sacred ground. And they are seeing this as constructing an oasis for the whole humanity, a place that is holy and pure. So, and 2 days ago, remember Kathy, the member from Thai, the very old lady that is our member from Thai? She was here 2 days ago doing dedication with me, preparing for the service. And she started crying. She started being emotive. And I was thinking, are you okay? You know, are you, something happened? And she said, I am feeling the same feeling what I felt in Japan when I went to the sacred grounds. When we went there, she had a compulsive crying of happiness that she couldn't stop for more than an hour. She was just crying and crying and crying. I don't know if someone here, did anyone here went together on that? Claudia was together too. You remember how much she was crying there? So, and she started feeling the same feeling when she came here and she was doing the dedication to prepare the service. So here is our sacred place in Australia now. I hope one day we can grow to the level that we can build our own sacred ground here too. But we can consider here as well as our sacred place and our place of coming to meet God and Meishu-sama. We know that they exist inside of us. We know that the Messiah, Meishu-sama, and God exist inside of us. But there is a material place as well to go and meet them. And that's here. So I hope that all of us, when we come here, we can come with this feeling as well. We can come with the feeling of receiving the Messiah and receiving God inside of us and our sacred place. Okay? I wanted to bring this announcement of the church in Japan, and I was very touched 2 days ago seeing the beautiful feelings that Kathy just showed me as well. So thank you very much, and good luck on your spiritual mission for the new year ahead. And may God and Meishu-sama's wishes be materialized inside of each one of you. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well.